Hi everybody, Pappy here. Good morning, Monday morning. Um, it's a beautiful day, probably about 40 degrees. Normally, Mrs. Pappy gives you a weather report, but she's in the hospital. Um, she she had a pretty good night. They didn't have any beds, so she had to stay in the emergency room on one, those beds. But she didn't mind. She could sleep through a hurricane. Um, but they wanted to keep her for observation because, like I said, she has that aneurysm that's a 4.5, and then they don't get really concerned unless it reaches at like in the fives. So this is why they monitor it every 6 months. Um, she would have never known she had that, and we got in a car accident about 5, 6 months ago, and she banged her chest, and it was a godsend that we did get rear-ended because they would have never known doing a CAT scan that she had that, and it could have just exploded one day and that's it. So she wasn't feeling too good yesterday. Her blood pressure dropped because they put her on this blood pressure pill about a month and a half ago to lower it so it doesn't work as hard. So she wasn't feeling too good yesterday, so my daughter came over, who's a nurse practitioner, evaluated her, and we got her out to the hospital. And she wasn't doing too good. She was in the ER. She was throwing up a little bit, and her blood pressure went way down. I mean, like it was 80 over 40. And they were getting ready to paddle her and stuff like that. It was a scary moment, but so anyways, they kept her overnight for observation and not giving her that blood pressure pill to see how her vitals would react. I just talked to her on the phone, so she's coherent and everything. You know, so yeah, I'll do an update later on. The little guy comes today at about 2:30. I want to thank everybody for their well wishes, for their concerns, for Mrs. Pappy. It really means a lot to me in the bottom of my heart, and also in the bottom of her heart. They have friends out there. I'll keep you guys posted, and thank you, and God bless, and I love you all. Bye.